This one, again, the time doesn't matter. This is going to help sort out some things. My prior is still that the 100 is completely up for grabs after Fred Curley. I think Blake obviously is a top 10 guy. Coleman is a top 10 guy. Zarnell Hughes is in here. He could be a top 10 guy. Norman, if he's healthy now, I'm curious. We'll see what happens. But there's a lot of people here who could shuffle around. I think, though, this could be Blake coming back and getting a win like he did in Bermuda.
I love Blake. He's not going to win. Coleman's going to run the world lead.
The world lead.
He's going to run 9-7. Win legal.
So in the same meet where the conditions are going to be such that Noah Lyles runs 19.9,
yeah,
the conditions will be good enough so that Coleman runs 9.7.
I mean, I talked about in the podcast last week. Christian Coleman is the biggest threat to Fred Curley, and I think that's going to become even more obvious when he comes here and he's going to win handedly. He's going to run 9.7. It's going to be a world lead, and everyone's going to be like, "Uh-oh, is Christian Coleman back? Is 2019 Coleman here?"
I really want to bring back the over-unders, the bets and stuff, because I feel like this is when I could really be making up some ground on you.
No, I'm not. You're going to look back on this pod. We're going to play this podcast back next week, and you're going to be like, "Wow, Gordon, you went 5-5 on all your race
I got
analysis."
Blake over Coleman.
But 2023 is his year. Coleman is elite. Coleman is the biggest threat to Fred Curley, and Coleman's going to win this in 9-7.
I admire you can just bounce back and forth between going way underestimating someone and way overestimating.
No, it's a new year.
You can't just settle in the middle at all.
No, Coleman's new year. 2022 is his first year back, off year. 2023 is this year that he's back in 2019 shape.
Yeah.
He's going to...
In this race, straight up, I'll take Ackeem Blake.
Yeah, I'm taking Coleman.
All right, last one was women's 100. I want to see Aaliyah Hobbs in this race. Gabby Thomas, she's doing the 1-4 in this meet. I love it. So we have Gabby Thomas, Brianna Williams, Kiara Parker, Jefferson, Briscoe, Barnes, and Kinnison. But I think, can we see another solid, consistent win from Aaliyah Hobbs? She's the favorite here, but this is still a decent field with some women who are going to be in that U.S. final. Can anybody beat her? And if it is fast conditions, can she put up a time that puts her right next to where Toulouse and Richardson are?
Yeah, right now on the U.S. side, it's just Sha'Carri and Hobbs. There hasn't been Melissa Jefferson, who had a great year last year. She hasn't been running to what she was last year. And some of these other, Briscoes, the Kinnisons, they have maybe a couple sub-11 type performances, but Hobbs is going to win. You really kind of want to see another U.S. woman show up and run a low 10-9 to kind of give us a little bit all right, we know you got Hobbs and Richardson up front, but there's another.
Who's a third?
There's a really good solid third here. Yeah. And we just haven't seen that yet. And so maybe this might be that race where Hobbs wins, but, maybe Melissa Jefferson's like, hey, I ran 1089.
There's a lot of...
Or Kinnison runs 1088.
There's a lot of instances where someone was way off in April and May, and they have one good race in June, and that's all it takes. Yeah. And the switch gets flipped, and then they make the team. And then we're like, man, we shouldn't have discounted them. You forget how quickly things can change.